Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Soda Bean. If you guys are looking for some great food, I'll suggest Soda Bean.
Soda Bean.
Soda Bean is sponsor of this podcast, and they have everything for you. Justin, what do you feel like having?
You know what? I could go for a cappuccino.
They have cappuccinos, they have espressos, they have Americanos, everything you can think of, they have it. What about drinks? What kind of drinks would you like?
Like something like a specialty drink?
Yeah, well, these guys have the Carol Baskins, they got the Lucifer, they got the Tuxedo. Dude, you don't even understand how many things these guys have. Are you hungry?
I'm way hungry.
Bagels, pretzels, nachos, even chips, cookies. These guys have it all.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Would you like to go?
I'd love to go.
Let me tell you where they are. 2273 West, 7800 South in West Jordan.
Yeah.
Tell them you hear from them, from us, and they will treat you right. And even if you don't tell them that, they still will treat you right, because that's the kind of people they are. Soda Bean.
Good food, better drinks, and better people.
Soda Bean.
Angel.
Yes.
You know Salt Lake is known for some pretty good food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know why?
Uh-uh.
Because of places like From Scratch.
From Scratch. Is this one of those places when you... Let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. Is this one of these places when you go and when you order something, you know that you can buy that bread at Walmart?
Negative.
Is this one of these places when you buy ketchup and they bring you like the Heinz fucking bottle?
Nope.
Tell me all about it.
So... it's in the name, From Scratch.
Okay.
Everything is from scratch.
Okay.
All ingredients from scratch. And when we're talking, you go in there, you sit down, and get ready to have your mind blown. Start off with some of the fire bread that they have to offer.
Okay. I'm a sucker for bread.
Yep. You could even start with a soup and salad, right?
Soup and salad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Salad special of the day.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We could have what I love, the roasted beet salad.
You have talked about that before.
Yes, it is outstanding.
What about drinks? Do they have drinks?
Specialty beer on tap, and almost a full liquor cabinet.
I'm already sold, brother.
You like it?
Oh, I'm down.
How about food-wise? We talking some good food?
Yeah.
Right? How about a braised brisket sandwich? Ooh, yeah. How about a blue cheeseburger?
Blue cheeseburger.
Right?
You fucking serious?
A pastrami burger?
Nice.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pizzas like you wouldn't believe.
Now, I'm a Ninja Turtle.
Yes,
at heart.
you are.
Do
yes,
they have
you
pizza
are. So
too?
I knew you had it at pizza. Right?
You sold me, bro.
So,
where are we going?
Downtown Salt Lake City.
Okay.
62 East Gallivan Avenue. For reservations and takeout, 801-961-9000.
That's 801-961-9000. If you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch. Hopefully I'm back by then, so we don't have to.
Back from the other side of the fucking world.
Yeah, so we don't have to.
How's that drive?
It's funny because going there, so I left Sunday afternoon, and it was already shitty here. But as soon as you hit towards the mountain,
It's really shitty.
It got worse. And not only that, but I got to be right behind plows. So the whole fucking traffic just...
Are you in your truck or a company truck?
No, my truck.
Oh, okay.
And
put some miles on that rig.
yeah,
finally,
dude.
huh?
But good thing my tires are brand new. So otherwise, fucking. But imagine if
you replace them this fall, then.
Imagine if I had those tires still, dude. I would be like in danger every time I drove. But
highway to the danger zone.
So I started. So it was pretty shitty, and it was snowing a little heavier up there. But once you go once you go to the summit and it started going down, it was cold, but it was sunny, and it was the roads were clear, and I got there, dude, and it was like, oh, it was just fun, dude. The next morning, it was -4 degrees.
Oh yeah,
I had frost on my door latch, and my truck was like, I don't think so, bro.
Because you can't plug it in, can you? You can't plug it in the hotel.
So I can't. So I try to start it, and my truck is like...
It wouldn't start?
Well, it took like couple times, and I was
Oh,
just
to
like,
let the
"Fuck,
glow plugs
yeah."
warm up, shut it back off, let the glow
Well, I don't
plugs
have
warm-
this.
Oh, so you just hit the...
Yeah. Do you have this?
Yeah.
You-
No, I have this. But
But it's not a key, right? It's just
I have
the fob that goes
but
in.
you put it, the fob
Yeah,
in
yeah.
and turn it. It's just like a key.
Yeah, yeah. So mine is just like as soon as you just have it with you. But that one, it wasn't that bad. Today was pretty bad
Yeah.
because it took me like 7 times. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Luckily for me, booking the room from here, and then I got there and I'm like, well, now let's see where I'm supposed to meet because I still don't know where I'm
Right.
going, and it was 10 minutes away, and I'm like,
Nice.
fuck yeah,
Nice.
dude. I get there Monday morning. I get to this yard thing they have in there in Mighton, and I see all the trucks outside. Everybody's running their trucks, whatever. I see all the steam coming out, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, well, at least I'm here. I'm in the right spot. I see all the company truck logos, and and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, I don't see anybody, like at all.
Just the trucks are running.
Just the trucks are running. Obviously, all the welders like to rock their black tinted windows, so you're like, I have no idea if someone's there or not. But I see all these trucks running. I see my boss's truck. I say, all right, well, let's just keep waiting. And I keep waiting and waiting. I was supposed to be there at 8. I was there like 8 o'clock. 8:15, I see nobody there. I'm like, I wonder if I'm supposed to be inside of that building.
Oh, so there's a little a job
There's a little-
trailer.
Yeah, it's a little warehouse.
Oh, okay.
I go in there, dude, and it's just like classic. I just open the door, and like everybody's like, huh? They turn around, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, here comes the new guy.
The record's all crickets.
Oh, dude, I felt so bad. But
You're in the Simmons motherland.
yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah, so that's so Tridell
Yeah.
is not too far from where you're at. That's where my grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
all the Simmonses grew up right there. So we have land and actually have a home out there.
Dude, how rich is your family?
Oh, just fucking wiping our asses with $100
What happened to
bills.
you?
Snorting cocaine with fucking stimulus checks and shit. But that's the motherland of the Simmons side. So I know that area very well. Every summer, we would go out there, stay out what we call out home.
Yeah.
Go out there, stay in the house, and we all have land out there as kids because it's part of,
Yeah.
but yeah, I know that area very well. Spooky there, man. That's where the weird shit happens out there,
That's
buddy.
what you said, dude. It's so funny you texted me.
So the Indians roam. That's
Yeah.
Indian country right there, bud.
Like where I'm at, like the job site that I have is like once we leave, we gotta leave it back into pristine.
Yeah, so don't be surprised if you dig something up.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And I have
It
to go
comes
through.
back with you.
And I have to go through. Well, we're done with this episode.
Skinwalker Ranch is 20 minutes from where you're at, man.
Dude, and I'm digging through a river.
Really?
Yeah.
What river?
I don't know, dude. Just a river. But I guess it's they told us that it's closed, so
Yeah.
it will drain. But it's so fucking cold that you're literally standing in the water.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
frozen.
Yeah.
By the way, I will say on my way there, I almost stopped and started recording for the podcast, for the show, for the page, because there's a shit ton of people ice fishing.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking Simmons was
Yeah.
just talking about this. And I was just going to pull over because there's like literally tents in the middle
Yep.
of the lake.
Yep.
And I was like,
And they stay there too.
Yeah.
The sheds, they'll stay there. They lock them up and
coming back today, same thing. It's just a shit ton of people. And obviously the lake's so big
Yeah.
that they're like all spread out. It's pretty
I've
cool.
done quite a bit of fishing out there in my younger days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I love it out there.
I get-
That's home to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
see?
I love it out there. And cold, even in the summertime, it still gets cold as fuck.
That's what they're saying. I was
Yeah.
talking to one of the bosses and I said, well, I mean, spring should be good, right? And he looked at me like,
Nope.
fuck out of here, kid. Spring? What are you talking about? It's basically the same thing, just in the mornings.
Yeah, just a different season.
But, dude, so like I said, I booked this room. The guy showed it to me on FaceTime through my phone, right? And so he went, hey, I called in from Brigham City when I was working here. He says, "Do you have an iPhone?" And I said, "Of course. I like girls." And so he's like, "Let's FaceTime." I said, "Okay." So he put me on FaceTime.
Sounds like you like
Yeah,
girls.
sounds like you like girls.
No, listen. No,
Sounds like he likes
FaceTiming
girls
some
too.
random
no, dude, it's about to get better. Watch this. So, so he says, "Do you have FaceTime, dude? I could show you the room right now." I mean, an iPhone. I said, "Yeah, I do." So we went on FaceTime. I see this guy on my phone, and he goes, "Well, that's a handsome fella right there. God damn, look at that beard. Look at those eyes." And I'm like, "Excuse?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then he said, "Oh, look at this." So he showed me the room. It's literally, I mean, I put it on the stories. You walk in, you see the bed, you see a tiny shower with no door, and then the shitter, right? On this side, it took me like a day or two, but it was just a curtains that were there. I'm like, okay. So when I went inside, it's the fucking water heater service.
Yeah.
Like all the pipes, the boxes, everything is in my room. So I'm like, did I just book like the storage unit of this fucking thing?
Right. Yeah.
So I go to the shower. By the way, the shower, you turn the water on. Literally 5 minutes for hot water to come out.
Oh yeah.
Literally, I'm just sitting there and go, Jesus. I just fucking go.
It shouldn't take that long because you got the water heater in your room, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
Well, the funny part is that water heater is probably 5 of the units.
Yes, exactly. It's like the whole fucking block. And
The
so
neighbors are even tapped into it.
the neighbor knocks on my door. "Hey, can you turn that water on so I
Yeah.
can have some hot water?" I'm like, Jesus. So I turned so first day there, I turned the water on and the fucking shower is broken on the head, like in the back.
I saw that on your story.
And he shoots on the wall, like he goes, right? The only problem is that wall that divides my bedroom to the shower doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. So there's this area about 3 feet that is open. So I turn the water on, and all I hear is my bed getting wet. So I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to shower? So I had to get gangsta with it. I put a towel, so obviously the water just shoots down. And
That's the same guy you have to wipe your ass with too. Huh?
then I cleared that one. Then I went to the sink, and then I turned the water, and I'm trying to wash my hands with freezing water, by the way. You brush your teeth, and your teeth go, "What the fuck, man?" I turned the water on, and
I don't know if they're too concerned about brushing their teeth and fucking biting you, dog.
I got confident at the lobby. The lobby's like, "You brush your teeth?
Yeah. What's that?
What are you doing?
We clean rims with that shit.
Drink coffee, we'll clear it."
Just switch it around.
Yo, shout out to the GS lady, the gas station lady. She's been seeing me going over there for the last 2 days. She's like, "Is coffee all you're getting?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Have a good day."
Oh, nice.
I'm like, "Oh, are you serious?" I'm like,
Nice.
2 days in a row? You're not gonna charge me? He's like, "Nah, just go ahead and go." I'm like, nice.
Oh, you just got her fired. So
Yeah, no shit.
That's probably the only revenue that place turns is coffee.
And they don't force
coffee
me
in Copenhagen.
And they don't force me to wear a mask. I go back, it's closed. It's shut down. But I go to the sink and I again turn the water on. Next thing I know, I'm standing in water. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn the water on again, and then the pipes behind the sink is all.
Oh
I'm
man!
like, God damn.
Somebody set you up.
Yeah, no shit. The only problem was when I got there on Sunday, there's nobody there. There's nobody in the lobby. So I went home, and so I put a towel where the water was. I put a towel on top of my shower. And so Monday when I came back from work, I went to the lobby and I said, "Look, I had a couple complaints. I say, I was told I was gonna get a microwave. I was told I was gonna get a fridge, and all I have is a coffee maker." And the guy goes, "Well, I can get you a I can get you a microwave right now. But fridge is gonna have to wait until like maybe tomorrow." And I said, "Okay." So I took all my food, and I put a bag of ice on top of it. I'm like, I'll be fine. I go to my room. This is Monday. Next thing I know, I'm laying in bed watching TV, and then they knock on my door. Luckily, I wasn't beating my meat.
Yeah.
Because I was just like in my boxers, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" So I opened the door, and this guy with this. It's a mini fridge, but it was like twice that big.
Right.
So he's like, I opened the door. It's freezing outside. I opened the door. The guy's all, "I got your fridge." He's all like sideways trying to pick it up. I'm like, holy shit. Brings it back in. I only have 2 outlets in the whole room. One is by my bed, which makes it so when I plug my phone, it's like by my feet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, and then the other one is literally out of the same one comes out an extension that has the multiple ones.
Yeah.
So they have the heater there, the microwave, the coffee maker, and here I am putting my headphones charger, my phone charger. I'm putting all this shit on top of it. I'm like, I want to blow this fucker up here pretty fucking soon. So finally, I say, so the guy brings it, and I go, I'm like, I don't have anywhere to put it, like unless I plug it in with the rest of them. And he goes, "Is there anywhere you?" No, and then like he starts moving the bed because the bed's on wheels, so you sit down, you go, "Fuck." and I said, "No, I don't know." And I said, "Actually, there's one in the bathroom." And he goes, "You're gonna have to put it there, dude, until I get you an extension cord." And I said, "That's fine." So I put it there. Turns out, I like it there. Because when I go to the bathroom, and obviously I sit on the toilet. I mean, I close the toilet and I sit on it, and I just like I'm looking at all my food, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll take this," you know. But then the next morning I wake up and there's frost on the door latch. I was like, "How cold is this motherfucker, dude?" My truck is like, ugh. I'm like, fuck, dude, so bad. But then they fixed it. And the next day, I told the guy, I said, "Hey, just so you know, your shower is this, your sink is like that." And I showed it to him. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, we'll come out and fix it." I'm like, "Okay."
Nice.
But then they have this sign on the lobby that says, because of COVID, they're not going in my room to clean it.
Right.
Which is fine because it's just me. I took a basket for my laundry, you know, so I put all my clothes in the drawer. So I'm literally building a house inside of this tiny place.
Right.
And I took my garbage out today, so I'm like, "Hey, are you guys gonna go in there? Because I'm not gonna be here until Sunday." And they're like, the girls are like, "Do we need to?" And I'm like, I mean, if you could restock the fucking toilet paper, that'd be nice.
Right.
Or give me another garbage bag. And she's like, "No, that's fine.
We'll leave it outside the door for you." It's a fucking block of ice.
Then the next Monday, I went back and I saw a couple people from Company One, and I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!" Now there's more people here, and the hotel, like I can use the pool and the hot tub, and but I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go in there by myself, you know, it's gay. So I see all these guys from the company, and I'm like, "Oh dude, hey, yeah, you guys stay." But turns out the guy that rented me the room has other properties, so these people went and checked in with them there, but they're going to another place.
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
still by myself. I'm like, oh fuck.
So is nobody going in that room while you're here? You have that room 7 days a week.
Yeah, I have it all month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And when they went, they went and fixed the shower. They didn't move anything. They didn't.
Have you ever lived out of a hotel?
No.
Never?
No.
This is your first time, huh?
Yeah. I can't sleep. Also, the only TV I have is Roku.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Because this is, you know how I go to sleep? Because I usually go, like, the wife and I have TV,
Turn the TV on
in
to
the
go to
room.
sleep,
So
yeah.
obviously I wake up a lot earlier than her. So when I go to sleep, she's watching a little TV.
Yeah.
All I have to go to sleep is like podcasts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Unless I watch a show, but then it's like downloading and you see the fucking the little dots that are going. And it's like, and then the fucking water system is making noises, and I'm like, God damn it, dude! It's so weird, dude. I think the first night I was so uncomfortable and I couldn't sleep. And then they have like those pillows that are like, they seem nice when you grab them. You're like, oh, this is cool, but they're like so thick.
He touches all.
Your lips right here.
He's all, no, just blow it back up.
And like they feel so good, but then when you lay on it, you're like this.
Yeah.
And then if you go on the side, you're like this.
Yeah.
But it's fine that I got, I'm getting used to it. It's cool.
Yo, I lived in a hotel that reminds me, watching your videos, I stayed in a hotel for a couple months.
Yeah.
When I was working a little stint I did with the power company back when I was in my early 20s, in a little town called, well, you're putting your finger at me like that.
No, I thought you were going to say Roosevelt. Like,
No. It's called Big Piney, Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
You think Mighton's cold.
Ooh.
This place has never seen over 80 degrees in the dead of summer. So
This place has never seen the sun.
bed,
Yeah.
I walk in, curtain for the water heater, so I know exactly what you're talking about, and then a closet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I open the closet to put my shit in there. No, the closet has been converted to a fucking shower
I think that's what this is.
with a sink.
Okay.
The issue with the sink was there's 2 knobs and 2 faucets. There's a hot one and a cold one. They don't mix. So it had a plug. You could plug the sink. You could turn the hot water and the cold water on to mix.
And they.
And then you,
You play
had
with the
to,
water?
you had to play in the water to wash your face and brush your teeth. There was not 1 faucet. There was 2 for each one.
Yeah.
And the shower was, I mean, we're talking, it was just a pipe that stuck out the fucking, it didn't spray out by any means. It just, might as well put a garden hose there and just stood under the garden hose.
That's what they did to me, because the good thing about it is, like I say, I lucked out because I booked the room and then it turned out to be 10 minutes away where I'm working.
Yeah.
So they're like lunchtime and I just go to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I heat up my shit and then I take a shit when I have to. But when I went in there and they were supposed to fix the shower, they hadn't come back and put it up, so it was just the tube coming out,
Right.
the pipe, and I was like,
I hope this is not
really,
your fix,
they really
right?
did it like that, and they're like, oh, we'll fix it. They're like, gonna do it. Like, there you go.
These white folks are all, we'll show this Mexican.
No, you're like, he should be used to the water hose. Oh, dude, but it's nice. Like, other than having the stupid Roku, the only thing that gets me by, listen to DJ Bad Boy Brian on Twitch.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Are you so when you play, does that, like, so I was listening to the one you did last week, but then as I would play it, the sound will go away.
Yeah, they mute audio on the playback that is saved.
But does the video get smaller and smaller as days go by, or no?
No.
Because usually when you play it for how long?
2 hours usually.
All right.
And this last video I was watching, it was only 30 minutes. And half of the sound is gone. So I'm like, well, what the fuck
Well,
am I
that
listening to?
was probably because we might have had a glitch in the program.
Oh, I see.
And had to start the show again. So
And he went to he posted yesterday that he was gonna. I texted him and I said, "You playing tonight?" And he goes, "Yeah, dude." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" So I get all my buddies. I'm like, "Yo," which you've probably don't remember him, but you've seen him, you've met him, Steve and Sean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're in different hotels, and I'm like, "Dude, you have a Twitch account?" They're like, one of them said yes, the other one said no. I said, "Dude, we're trying to get this, and let's just all get together and we chat and shit. And it's a benefit for Brian." He goes, "Yeah, dude, we'll do it." Both of them downloaded the app, and then eFlix started playing.
yeah.
And I said, well, eFlix is like when eFlix is playing, Brian's running his graphics,
Doing the same thing I do for you.
yeah, doing the graphics, and then vice versa, and so he started playing, and then like there was no Brian. Sean texted me and he goes, "Is your boy gonna play or what?" I'm like, "Dude, you know what? I'm in bed right now. Dude. I'm like, I can't wait forever." But he was chatting with us. Remember?
Yeah.
That was that Pray for Snow guy.
Yeah, pray for snow.
Yeah, he's got a tattoo here.
I think we made a bromance in there.
Yeah.
Some Call
video
of Duty
games,
video game stuff. So
Yeah.
Okay.
that's cool.
Okay.
So that's the only thing that we get. Because once again, if I don't want to watch,
Well, it'll be too late for
YouTube.
for this episode, but Sunday.
oh yeah, we should start doing. But you play Thursdays too, don't you?
Yeah, Thursdays, Sundays. We're planning on doing something next weekend as well, with some local guys.
We can always put it on the IG and the
Yeah, because if we start
FB.
mentioning and they can just subscribe, and
Yeah.
then next thing you're on, they'll be notified.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
It hasn't even been a week.
That's what I'm saying. That's
So-
I don't know if because
But the days
Time
probably
goes slower down
time
there.
does go slower down there.
I do
right?
feel like I left. I do feel like I left for a week, and the whole country went to shit. Though I'm like, damn it, you guys.
Can't leave you alone with nothing.
I figure it will probably be like that every week from now
No
on.
shit.
So,
That's so funny. I was like, oh.
not to get political.
And then,
or anything like that.
I'll change it right now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Kanye West getting divorced.
I was gonna bring that up. But what trips me out about this whole thing is the Jeffree Star. Do you think it's real? Now we're saying allegedly,
yeah.
because there's probably enough money over there to
So
fucking put us out of fucking commission.
So the girl that talked about it, you boys have been watching a lot of YouTube. So the girl that talked about it and broke the news per se, it's the same fucking girl that was leaking fucking airplane toilet seats.
Oh, now I don't know if I believe it then.
But they are getting divorced, and there's got to be some. But it's mental, right? I mean, it's got to be his.
Which one of them? Which one? Mental?
Kanye.
Oh, come on. Like, she's fucking the easiest woman in the world to live with, allegedly.
You know what they say about those beautiful ones?
No, we don't
There's
need to-
always
we don't-
somebody going.
I've told you, been on this podcast, that fucking house has changed lives forever. People go in there and don't come back. That's the Mighton of fucking Hollywood right there.
I'll go.
What?
I'll go get
You're
changed.
scared of skinwalkers. They're scared of Kardashians over there, motherfucker.
That's so funny, dude. I was watching.
Which one's richer? I would assume Kanye, right?
No, out of them, probably Kanye. Out of
Probably
them-
music-wise,
out of them two?
no. But with his fashion and everything,
Yeah.
out of those two, he's
Yeah.
probably richer, right?
Oh, he's gonna. Brian's good.
I think she had a stint where she was probably richer. Shout out to fucking Ray J.
I thought you were.
Well, they're married now, so they're both. I mean,
I guarantee
half.
you there was a prenup
Oh yeah, for
involved
dude,
on both parts.
When you get to be that rich and you marry, it's gotta be like, look, man, there's no reason why you gotta get into my honey bucket, right?
I don't know. That world revolves
Honey bucket,
around
that's
fucking.
a terrible for a shitter.
Yeah, that world revolves around fucking money. So, I would assume
I thought you were asking who was richer out of the Kardashians. That's gotta be the
the
younger,
Kardashian clan,
the
and then
the
Kanye.
youngest one.
They're way richer because the
Yeah.
youngest one is fucking
A billionaire.
But I think between the two of them, he's
Yeah.
got to be richer, right?
So it looks like Kim Kardashian is worth $900 million, and Kanye is worth $780 million.
Oh my god!
Reported by Forbes in
But
October of 2020.
But I think he brought it up to himself though. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because his music is not as good for what I hear. And also remember when he started coming out with the clothing brand, and like the
Yeezys.
the Yeezys are. I mean, if you ask, I know a lot of people fucking get off on that shit, but if you ask me, they're ugly and they're super expensive. But the clothing line that he came out with, it was like a regular T-shirt, and it was like $700. And you're like,
but people were buying it
yeah,
just to say they
just
have
'cause-
it.
Yeah. So you're like, relax.
I asked you the other day about shoes, right?
Yeah.
For some reason lately, I kind of been getting into the shoe world.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a lot of this is brought on by, Dre and George.
Yeah.
And a lot of the comedians that we follow, they're shoe heads, right? So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've started looking into shoes and shit.
Did you look at the one I told you?
But yeah, in fact, I talked to Dre.
Yeah.
I talked to George. They're
They're not that bad.
They're both kind of. Fuck, listen here, bud.
Well, no, go ahead.
So, those guys are kind of out scouting for me because I have a specific pair of shoes that I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
And I said, hey, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. I've also looked, but I don't know all the niches
Yeah.
on shoes, and those two guys do, right? So Dre hooked me up with his buddy's website. George is like, I got you, man. So he sent me a link. He said he'd be on the look at it. And the pair of shoes I want, I have found a pair used
Ooh.
for $250.
Okay.
For me, used is
No.
right, especially shoes,
Especially
right?
feet.
So the ones I want, I didn't know they're way sought after. So shoes. I'm looking for a pair of one retro multicoloreds.
Yep.
Now, when I said that, I
you show
didn't
them to me?
know there was 20 different multicolor one retros out there.
Okay.
And digging into this, the Travis Scott fucking
Yeah.
ones, the fucking, I mean, it goes deep. I had no idea the shoe world was this big. And I've built up an appreciation for what these guys collect, and I appreciate it, but I don't see myself getting into it now that I've tiptoed into what it really costs to get a fucking pair of shoes.
Did you go to the one that Dre?
Yeah, they don't have a pair.
But you didn't like any of them?
No, because
I like a couple.
they're not the ones that I want. I want a specific
okay,
pair,
yeah.
and that's where I want to start.
Yeah.
Those ones right there for $235 on eBay. Very end, right there. Those are the ones I want.
Those are cool.
Those are badass.
They're the ones you have, B.
Yeah, these are the ones I got.
Those are dope as fuck.
I got a 13. You can have their used too.
And I think a lot of the problem I have is because I have a very common shoe size.
Yeah.
A 9.
You and Cinderella.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A 9 is pretty hard to find. And George told me, he's like, man, you're going to have a hard time finding those ones.
He's like, you can have my kids.
Yes, you
9.5.
go up where it said the sizes, right where you were at. Look at that. Out of stock.
Oh, damn, dude. 9.5.
9's pushing it. I usually wear like an 8.5, but I would do a 9 if I could get it. But I
yeah,
couldn't
9
wear a
and a half's
9.5.
too much,
You
yeah.
know?
You're like,
I think those are dope.
Those are
but
badass.
I've looked at. I like those ones, and I like the 11s.
I think I gotta get me see, out of all of those are fucking
The 11
cool.
retros. And they're not in the multicolor. Those black and red ones at the very end. Those are fucking sick. And the 13s are dope. I'm into the shoes now.
yeah.
I just don't see myself being able to do it. I'm a Chuck guy. You can
Yeah.
buy a pair of Chucks for fucking $50, and that's on the high side.
Yeah.
And I just have always done that. I'll wear a pair of Adidas or some Converse. Those 11s, it's all right.
Dre's buddies, he has some cool ones there that I like.
He's got a pair of the
And they're like,
see those white and black ones? No, yeah, you were just on it. Those ones right there. I dig those ones too.
I like the retro look though.
I do too.
But you know, my taste.
I would rock just a pair of the regular ones, just the standard Jordan ones. But if I'm gonna do it, I want the ones I want.
Yeah.
But I just don't see myself. That's a lot of fucking razor parts right there. I'm being honest. For a pair of shoes. And then my problem is I would wear them once and they would be so expensive that I would never wear them again. Except for special occasions. And I guess that's what you're supposed to do. But I want to be that guy where I can reach into the closet and there's a fucking full line. But my wife would kill me if I spent that much money on a pair of shoes.
You know who Diesels and Mero are? I showed them to you. Remember when I wanted to do all the sounds, the drop sounds and shit, like their podcast? They have a show on Showtime when they're basically zooming from each other's places. And Diesels, his back wall,
Full of
his
shoes.
background is full of fucking shoes. All of his fucking shoes.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's a lot of money though.
But what I was getting at is
But
when I looked at them, I know what they are.
yeah.
But what's the why do you do that?
What's the end game?
Yeah, so you can have them, right? And a lot of people are like, oh, you go get that, and you have money if you
Yeah.
wear that. everybody I know that wears that doesn't make that much fucking money.
But
you
I
know
guess
what I mean?
but-
Is it a status thing?
But if you buy it from as soon as they go out, like if you're lucky enough to get them, it's not that expensive, right? Isn't that what it is? Because that's what my little brother was doing, which I know a lot of
If
people
you
are
get
doing.
on the pick,
Yeah.
if you get picked
Yeah.
to choose them, they're not as much. But then when you don't get picked, then the market goes up on them.
Yeah.
And that's what makes them so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in it. I really am. I'll get those ones one day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get those one day. You should let me wear yours one day.
And you'd be wearing clown shoes because
Give
they're
you
13.
pants too. I look all totally cholo. No, those are cool. Like I said, I actually when I told you about Dre's buddy, I actually went into his website. I'm like, I think I want to be dipping my couple bucks into these ones.
He has a pair. I wish I had my phone. He's got a pair on there, but they're like fucking $500.
Did you see the one? So I went from his page. I went to his Instagram, and he's got the ones. You just push the button and it sucks it in.
the fucking Back to the Future ones. Yeah,
Those are fucking cool.
those are pretty
Those
cool.
are all right. But again, like if you ruin it, can you take it to can you fix it?
I looked on eBay and there was some shitty ones. They're still $100.
Yeah.
They were thrashed. $100.
It's a fucking dangerous road to go in, though.
It's
It is.
definitely an addiction that it's like,
No, I could totally see it. I could totally see me getting into it and having to have the next one and the next one and the next one.
So to me, dude, like I'm gonna, like next week is gonna be my first check of being out of town, and I'm already like, dude, I can buy me this fucking hat, like the one that I had. And then I'm like, motherfucker, I have to fix my truck. I have to do this. I have to do that. That's another thing I wanted to talk to you, because remember I mentioned before in another episode that I need a toolbox, drag tank, a slip tank. They call it a transfer
Yep, transfer
tank, whatever. But I have a toolbox, so I need a L-shaped one, right? It has to be 80 gallons because I have a short bed, just like my dick, and I can't do 100 gallons, right? So I start looking. Like I said before, I found this store, and I actually called in today, and they're like, "Oh yeah." And then I said, "So this will go just fine with my toolbox, right?" And he said, "Yeah, it should just go fine with the regular toolbox, because if it's deep, it's not gonna fit." And I'm like, "Oh,
You got one that goes all the way to the bottom of the bed, don't you?
Mine leaves about 5 inches."
Yeah, you need the one that sits up. Basically sits on the rails, goes down, and then stops.
Yeah, mine goes all the way. And so mine leaves like a space of like 5-6 inches. That tank has 9 inches of the bottom piece.
Like me.
Oh, nice, dude. Way to go. So now I'm like, but the last thing I want to do is that, because you know how gay I am when it comes to all these things. The last thing I want to do is like having a toolbox and like a black tank. It's got to match. We got to be fancy like
That's how
that.
I would be. Yeah, I wouldn't
Exactly,
just,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't just throw one in there just to have it. If you got to have
But you know
it.
what's funny though? When I bring it out like that, they're like, "Well, you can get this one," and you in your head you're like, "That's not what I want."
Right.
Like, you see my toolbox?
Yeah.
Kind of wanted to make it look nice. But, oh, you can find this one is used, and it's just a 40-gallon one. I'm like, 40-gallon? That's for the machines that I run. That's a shot of fuel.
Yeah, that's
a fucking
warm up fuel.
That's one of those sips that Brian does behind the computer.
Yeah.
I'm like, so now I might have to get rid of my toolbox and buy a smaller toolbox.
I'm sure you won't have a hard time getting rid of that toolbox.
But now that I have to get rid of the toolbox, or quote unquote have to, now I'm like, well, maybe I should go black.
Oh, your toolbox isn't black?
No, it's chrome.
Oh, I
Diamond
thought it
plate.
was black. Yeah. I would only do black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on your white?
Yeah. Black and white.
I
Buddy.
wanted to, but it was so because when I was looking for it, I wanted it to be that deep. You know how much is a fucking toolbox like that, black diamond plate, power coated? It's about $900.
I know a guy that powder coats, so
Really?
yep. Fan of the podcast. Shout out Marky Mark. Anybody needs anything powder coated, hit me up. I'll get in contact with the
Hell
right guy.
yeah.
Sandblasting and powder coating.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sponsors.
And
Shout out
he'll throw it
sponsors.
in UPS and ship it for your ass.
Oh,
No,
the same guy?
he won't do that. But yeah, the same guy.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
He's gotten a hold of us today. Apparently there was a guy that drove by the job site.
Yeah, fan.
Honked at me.
Quinn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quinn. Yeah.
Fan of the
Shout out to
podcast.
Quinn. I don't know him, but you know. But I was talking to one of the guys that I get to work with, and this truck drives by, and obviously you're out of town. I don't know anybody. I mean, I don't know the new people, and I'm hanging out with new people. So for all I know, that guy knows the guy I'm talking to. Regardless, truck drives by, honks and waves, and I'm just like talking to this guy. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Who's that?" The guy keeps I'm talking to is like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Anyway, whatever." So then he starts texting me, and he goes, "I just saw you. You waved at me," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Sorry, dude. I have no idea."
I'd be interested to find out how he found out about the podcast.
Yeah, because
He's an oil field worker, right?
yeah. And also if I'm not mistaken, when we had the Imans here
Yeah.
and we talk about, how bloody they were or whatever, he was like, well, I'm still in episode 32 or something, because he started from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I said, dude, it's not like we're following a storyline. I mean, you can go to that one and then just jump back up. But yeah, he said that he's been following the podcast.
Nice.
And those are the kind of fans that come from nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the guy that bought the koozies
Yes.
from us.
Yeah.
He was like, so how do you know us from? And he's like, you guys just popped into my storyline
My feed, right?
on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, so you don't know any of us? And he goes, no. I'm like, so am I in danger? Should we open the door? What's up? I'm just kidding. Shout out to that guy. But yeah.
No, that's
So
awesome.
he drove by, waved at me, and I'm like, hey, I'm thinking of somebody I work with.
You should take him some koozies.
I know.
He might be able to show you around the town.
So there was one of the kids that I was talking to. He's like, wait, you have a podcast? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, really? And I'm like, yeah. And I gave him the
Where have you been?
Yeah. I had a sticker, and it's like, oh, these are dope. I'm like, thanks, dude. And he goes, wait, it's too big for my hard hat. I'm like,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. We've talked about hard hat stickers before, haven't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Because you know what I was thinking too? Just cutting the little logo, just cutting it, and just put that on my hard hat.
The Beehive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you cut the words,
Oh, you could make your own. That'd be awesome.
got you, bro. Don't fucking shake your head, Brian. You don't know me.
How does it feel to be famous, Angel?
Yeah, how does it feel? Because I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be honest with you.
He had the opportunity to
What are you talking about?
when someone recognized you.
Oh, yeah. Just from my voice.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, my phone blows the fuck up. And it's all people who want to talk to Angel. Do you know who I am? Do you remember the first American Idol when it had that motherfucker with Ryan Seacrest? I'm that other guy. What was that guy's name?
I have no idea.
Nobody knows, right? Right?
I'm Ruben Stutter and you're Clay Aiken. I won it.
No, because I think Clay Aiken was
the
more famous than Ruben Stutter, right? What was that guy's name? I've heard him on a couple of podcasts. The first season, Brian Dunkelman.
Dunkelman.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the Brian Dunkelman of the fucking other side of the Beehive.
He was I didn't know about this guy. He was oh yeah, with Brian. With Ryan. I had no idea.
Yeah, see, there's Angel and there's me. Pointing up, this fucking guy. Boy, look how young
That's
Ryan
what Kelly.
Seacrest
Have you
looks
seen
like
him
now?
now? He's got he's getting his hair grow, and
I watch. Oh fuck!
that was a good American Idol. Then he
I
took a
turned
shit.
on the TV, just sitting at my phone has been dead as fuck,
Yeah.
and just kind of sitting, waiting for the phone to ring, waiting for something to come on. I watched Live with Kelly and fucking Ryan.
Yeah.
I was like, Oh, this guy's on here now.
Dude, he's the producer of the Kardashians. He is loaded because of the Kardashians.
Oh.
Yeah, because he knew Kris Jenner, the mom.
Kris Jenner, the mom,
Yeah.
used to be the man or the...
No, that's Bruce
Oh,
Jenner.
that's Bruce. Okay. Chris,
Jenner,
I mean...
Kris Jenner is the...
I know.
Also a hot lady. I'll fuck shit out of her.
Did she hold the camera to that sex tape? Is that true?
I don't know.
Is that true? No?
But it was Ray J, right? It was Ray J. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was a POV.
Hey, by the
fucking-
way, hey, I didn't tell you guys this. This is between you and I, okay? Nobody else. You can find that video on X videos.
Oh, yeah, I've watched it a million times.
Exactly.
That one and the Paris Hilton one. You can find that one on. I've watched that one a few times.
Yeah.
Not recently, but like back in the day. when
Come on. Let's be
No, I'm
honest.
being honest.
Oh, dude.
I wore it out.
Yo, trust me.
It's like the Jordans that I was going to buy.
Yo,
I was
trust me.
excited about them.
Being out there by myself, trust me, dude.
Yeah, but I highly doubt
I'll
that
be
you
watching Debbie Does Dallas
Yeah,
for
I was
all
gonna
I
say,
care.
I highly doubt that in Mite and Utah, you're all, wonder what Paris Hilton's up to. That reminds me.
I want to see her naked. Who piped her down? He was
The guy that owned the Girls Gone Wild videos.
was it him?
Yeah, it was him. Come on, man. You might as well ask me about fucking MMA.
And they and he's also friends with the Kardashians. God damn it, we gotta get rich.
It's a circle. And not just a jerk.
It's a circle. It's a circle of life, dude. Orgies and shit. Yo, we celebrated our 100 episode last week. It was fucking
100
awesome, dude. It
episodes,
was pretty
man.
badass.
I'm sure we blew that out of the water last week,
was
but
awesome.
a great episode, a lot
Great
of good
episode,
feedback. I was told Dre can talk,
Yeah.
and he can talk,
Yeah.
and he can talk some more.
Uh-huh.
But shout out to Dre. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing that moment.
Shout out to everybody that interacted with us.
Yes, yes.
That was awesome to see. And then we went to the bar,
Yes, we did.
and you fell in love with Dre.
Why you got to bring this up? No, watching Dre, watching him do what he was doing now.
Yeah.
I've told you guys this
Yeah.
before. Way back. We're talking 1996,
Yeah.
97. I bought a set of tables because I wanted to DJ. I never got good at it,
Yeah.
but watching him do what he was doing, obviously he's playing a lot through the laptop
Yeah.
and the turntable and the mixer, whatever. And I was just in awe to watch him do what he was doing. Because to me, it was completely different from when I did it to what he was doing there.
Oh, yeah,
I had no idea. And I looked at Brian, I'm like, well, what the fuck? And Brian's like, it's all changed, bud.
Yeah.
It's all a
That's
different
when I go
fucking
when
game now.
Brian used to play, when we were kids and he used to play. I used to go behind his computer and then I have no idea what I'm doing here. Like I have no idea what's going on.
Right. So that record, now that I can hear you, because at the bar, we were 3 feet away from the loudest fucking speaker. And by the way,
2 bottles of champagne deep.
When we got there, I was drunk. Fortunately, I stopped drinking
Yeah.
because the wife decided she was going to keep fucking tipping it back. And so it's a good thing I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
But that record, shut up, Angel. That record is just ambient noise.
Yeah, it's time coded. So it just, if you actually play it, it just goes. It's
Has it got different tones
No.
on the tracks? It's just one fucking
time
track.
coded. Yeah, it's just one track, time coded. It's kind of like playing a video game, and that's the remote control. So whatever you do on the turntable
Okay.
translates to the computer, and then translates to the.
Oh,
Is it
I get it.
hard to learn how to DJ, right? Like if I was gonna say I want to do what you do, it's like if you because you and I have been lovers for a long time, if you have the equipment, you can just go, okay, this is what you do. Would it be hard for me to learn?
No, if you know how to, especially you, because you know how to drum, you can. It's just beats.
I was waiting for him to say
It's
that.
just matching beats together. The hard part of DJing is reading a crowd, like being able to look at Justin and go, "Huh, he kind of looks like a Limp Bizkit fan."
Why do you say that?
he might really like some Sublime now.
I walk in the club. People, DJ is like Macarena.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna.
I was going to say, No Bob Marley here tonight, bud.
But the hardest part is reading the crowd. The other stuff is with practice.
What was great to me is I told Dre, I'm like, will you play me some Naughty by Nature?
Yeah.
That's my shit right there. And the next song, I was like, well, you didn't even have to dig through the fucking albums to grab a Naughty by Nature album. And to me, like, that was the hard part, is you had to gather all that shit. So as you're reading the crowd, you had different boxes of genre or whatever you had. It's a changed game.
You're flipping on your hand.
When I first started, we'd go to the club with six
cases, right?
Cases of records, doubles of everything, because you got to mix into an instrumental. And so you had to have doubles of everything so you could mix into the instrumentals.
So, all these songs are on your computer?
Yes.
But when you go out and play, do you hook up to like Wi-Fi? Do you need the internet or no? You don't.
You
No,
can.
'cause it's, as long as it's downloaded to your computer. You don't
Technology's so cool.
But-
I can play off of SoundCloud if I want.
right.
But that's what I'm saying, because I know for a fact in all those years that I've been seeing you play, people will come up to you and then ask you for a song that he doesn't have, and then you Google it or you search it and then you download it on the spot.
Yeah. But if I don't have Wi-Fi, then they're SOL. Most of the stuff I have, though.
Yeah.
How many songs would you say you have?
Oh, when I have to change out the hard drive.
Don't count Bad Bunny and none of that fucking.
When I have to change out the hard drive.
Don't count none of that garbage.
I have a 4 terabyte
Dre
hard
likes.
drive that I have all my music on, and it takes at least a full day to transfer all the music from that hard drive to the.
Wow.
And that's at very high speeds. So
How big of it? How, like, we talking like a 2 terabyte?
How big is yours?
I have a 4 terabyte drive, and at least 2.5 terabytes of that is full of music at the moment.
So how many songs would you say?
Oh, dude, that's
20. I want to say like 27,000 or 80,000, or it's not in the 100,000s, but it's in the
double digit
But
thousands.
you also have to do. You also have to go above hip hop, right? Is that what it is, basically? Or?
Yeah. I have other stuff. I have slow songs like Eric Clapton. I have rock.
By the way, let's point out the fact that obviously it's his decision whether he does it or not. But Brian is open for parties and shit. If you want to hire him,
let's go. But yeah,
Do you do bar mitzvahs?
Hey, I could get a bar mitzvah crate together real quick. I have Latin crates. I've had a friend of mine give me a lot of Polynesian music,
yeah.
Polynesian and reggae. So we do anything.
You know me, bro. I got you.
I know.
I gotta pee.
Go ahead, dude.
Good.
Yeah, let's keep it raw.
Let's keep it raw, dog.
Yeah, I wonder if that will help me. Like, I wonder if learning. How do you call that? Like, I'm learning how to scratch. I'm learning how to DJ. What do you?
Well, depends on what you want to learn how to do. I mean, if you want to learn how to make songs,
That's
all you're doing is matching snare drums.
you don't
to
scratch
snare drums.
much, do you? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
E-flex, on the other hand,
Oh yeah.
when I hear it, yeah.
Yeah,
Remember,
he's a man.
did you see me go
Yeah,
trying
no.
to
the whap, and he's like, no whap,
trying to make
no whap.
I'm like trying to make all these scratch noises with words, and I go whop whop whop, and because that's what the song was saying, whop whop. So I'm like what, and I said whop whop, and then E-flex like, no whop. I'm having a good day. No whop. Fuck that song. And I'm like, no, that's not what I meant.
Oh, shoot. But
I wondered if that would help me, like, expand my playing, like learning how to DJ.
I could teach you. If you want to learn how to scratch, you got to talk to Mr. Whap,
Yeah, Mr. Flex.
Mr. Flex. But I could teach you how to mix beats and stuff.
Let's just say I want to learn both. Is it easier to learn to mix before you scratch? Is it easier to scratch before you mix?
For you, it would be easier for you to learn how to mix because
Okay.
you already know how
Because the beat.
beats work.
Because they put the hook on beat.
Yeah.
See, I don't need a fucking hook on this beat. Yeah.
Got him.
That's what we're talking about. So
But
that's
yeah,
real
it
music.
would be easier for you to learn how to mix
Yeah.
than it's going to be for you to learn how to scratch. because you already got the concept of how beats work. So
What? Those guys left, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. What are you? What?
So you know when you go in the bathroom,
Yeah.
you left the toilet seat up, you pee.
Yeah.
What happens sometimes while you're draining your lizard?
You shoot out?
No,
You shoot the seat? What?
you wake the kraken with inside. Sometimes you need to rip a little ass, right?
Hold on. You ripped ass, it stunk, and someone went in behind you.
No, even worse. Even
I
worse.
shit myself.
Even worse.
no, you back
peeing.
way too fast and shit yourself.
Peeing, and I just. Oh, dude, not even that. I'm surprised you guys didn't fucking hear it from this room. You'd have thought, well, there's another train that just went by.
You just burp out of your ass.
So I rip, and I've got enough over here. I rip ass badly. Bad enough that it rippled the room. So I flush, douse my hands real quick.
Yeah.
What's right there as soon as I open the door?
Oh, there was somebody there.
2 girls standing out there. 2 girls standing right there. And
God damn it.
when I ripped ass, it was so sour
I drink one of these.
that it made me gag. So fortunately for me, I sprayed the neutralizer that was in there. Shout out to the guy that put that shit in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I walked out and was like, oh, fuck. I know that's probably them banging on the fucking, passing out right now from fucking, fucking oxygen.
Where does that asshole work? In this room.
Anyway.
That's fucking funny. I guess the Mariah, shout out to the Salty Sex Cast. She came down and had fun with us last weekend too for our 100. She got fucked up too.
Yeah.
She texted me. She's like, I ended up puking everywhere. I'm like, well.
Say, well, you're not the only one.
I'm like, well, welcome to the club. I'm like, it's our 100, dude. Let's all puke.
Shout out to her. Shout out to her husband.
Yeah,
Showed up
kielbasa.
and had a beefcake. He's all, and this is my husband. I'm like, I've been dreaming of you.
And you're like,
I've been waiting for a boy like you. And he did not disappoint.
oh yeah.
Nice guy, fucking cool guy. Shout out to K the dog. He was
Yeah.
there.
I was so funny when I caught him. Because I'm like, hey, because Dre got to play his music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, when this friend gets to play this guy, your other friend's music, and he's like shoving food down.
Chowing down.
What the fuck, man? I'm like, sorry, dude.
Yo, so the wife's like, we gotta go. And fortunately, that's when everybody was like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
You know, let's call it a tab. By the way, I was spitting shots out
Yeah,
for
dude.
everybody.
Justin came up to me.
He's like the most generous person when he's been drinking. He's like,
Justin,
shot for everybody.
Justin came up to me. Yeah, and the worst thing about it is he wasn't drinking. So he was just buying all these shots. So I got to sign my check and that comes drunk. No, I actually get a little better. You're looking at how much we spent. It was like, I don't know, like close to $50. And then he told me how much he spent. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I had no idea. No idea. It's okay. We never do that.
100, dude.
It didn't
It's
matter.
100.
So, no, shout out to everybody that came out.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was a fun night, dude, from the beginning.
Waldo showed up.
Waldo
Shout
showed
out to
up.
Waldo.
But it was fun, dude, from the beginning, from the cake, from being here, from getting all set up, from the shout outs, from
Yeah, it was awesome.
Having the
I got teared up a little
Podfather.
bit. We had a little bit of an accomplishment. I was like pretty proud of myself, pretty proud of us. And I'm like, yeah, Angel, look at this. And Angel's just like emotionless, like always.
like always.
Yeah, just fucking pulling his fucking dreads. Like he's ready to fucking
That's
leave.
100, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, well, what the fuck ever, I guess.
The cool thing about it is like it kind of pumps you up to be like, oh, let's do another 100, make it bigger. You know what I mean? Close the whole building.
We'll just own this building.
Fuck yeah! Can you imagine We literally turned this building into fucking.
You know what might happen? I heard you.
Next thing you know, we have like the Joe Rogan Experience, where he has the building and one side is like the gym, and like one side is fucking to fuck around, and one side is do
I
porn.
highly doubt our lazy asses are putting a gym anywhere.
For sure.
But again, the Ryan Seacrest of the other side of the fucking Beehive. I heard you on the radio today.
That's right.
On Utah's, what is it?
I'm everywhere, dude. I
U92.
Yeah, what is it?
Utah's
Because
hip hop.
hip hop.
it used to be where hip hop lived.
Yeah, that's what it was.
yeah.
Where hip hop
I don't know
is.
if that's still what.
No, it is. It is. Apparently, Brian doesn't listen. But anyway.
But I got a text from our buddy Dre.
Yeah.
He's all, go listen to U92. So I run to my fucking truck because I don't have a
Yeah, 'cause
radio
who the fuck-
anywhere.
'cause
Who
who
has-
the-
I had to think, I'm like, where can I get a radio
the fuck is
station?
that?
So I look
Do
at
you
my
remember-
phone, I'm like, well, there's not a radio on my
Do
fucking
you remember
phone.
the one that's...
You pass it, you're all fucked.
God damn it.
It's all, it comes back in all of a sudden, and then it would phase out, and you'd have to touch it just a little bit more to fucking get it. Or you would have to fuck with the shitty wire antenna that they would give you the white.
You know what I had it? You know what I had in Brigham City? I was listening to U92, and every time I turn around, it was like politics. And then I would spin around, and it was like the music again. And then I would take the scoop, and I would turn around, and it was politics. I'm like, God damn it.
So it's such a coincidence.
So I went to Disney Radio anyway. Just kidding.
What's that Miley Cyrus song that they play on fucking Disney? Because I know I have daughters, and they play that fucking song that, party in the USA, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, anyway.
We'll fuck her anyway.
So I get the radio station on. I turn the truck on. I switch the dial over, and I hear you. Yeah, it's
Vallarta.
Yeah. And
See, you got it on the first shot.
And I'm white.
Yeah.
Dre murders anything in fucking Spanish, right?
Yeah.
He murders the word Spanish, if we're being honest. So
He murders the word Spanish in English.
yes. So I hear that, and then the song comes on. What's funny to me about this whole thing, and it took me back. Do you remember what song they played right after?
Yeah. The
Opponent,
yeah.
whatever.
The fucking
Right.
Magic Mike.
Your
The Magic Mike one.
So who is that? That's
Genuine.
It. Genuine. Okay. Genuine. That came out in 92, 93 maybe, right? Let's see how good I am. 94. Let's say 94 is where I'd put my money right now.
96.
Oh my God, it's that far off, huh? So, it couldn't have been 96. There's no way it was 96. And I'm going to
The
tell you
internet's
why.
undefeated.
I'm going
in
to
these
do
kind of
now.
things.
I'm going to tell you why. One Christmas, that says 96. So, one Christmas, my mom asked my dad. He didn't even ask her. He thought he had picked up on something my mom would have wanted for Christmas. Wasn't an air fryer. So my mom was really into the gin blossoms back in the day.
Okay.
She wanted a CD from back when we bought CDs for Christmas, right? She wanted a Gin Blossom CD. My dad goes to the record store. My dad, Mr. fucking Simmons, mullet, mustache, buys a CD, and he squoggled the whole way home about the CD he had bought. My mom opens it up on Christmas, and lo and behold, it's fucking Genuine, not Gin Blossoms. Ultimate fail at Christmas right there.
You have one job, father.
Yeah.
Now I got to find the album cover for that.
Dude, it's just, today I was listening to, obviously, who the fuck am I to be judging the radio station? But Justin Bieber though in U92.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, and like one of it, like a slow song. There you go.
Is that the one?
Yep, that's it. That is it. And my mom said, "Well, what the fuck is this?" It's, isn't that the CD you wanted? And then from right there, Christmas was fucking destroyed. My dad said, "Well, fuck it. I'll just cook breakfast then."
And don't ever bring me that child when you dropped him on the floor.
All right. Now that I think about it, my parents separated that year. Oh, that was the kicker. Shout out, Dad and Mom. Oh,
God
fuck.
damn. Dude, speaking of music and things related to music, Neverland finally sold.
Didn't we talk about this a while ago? That it sold?
We talked that it was for sale, I think.
They basically gave the motherfucker away from
Yeah.
the asking price that first came out. Now, I know that has a lot to do with the estate and with the lawyers and everybody want out of it, but it was not like, it was like $100 and something million, and it went for like,
Just like 27 or something.
27 million.
22 million.
22. What would you do if you have the money to do that? Obviously, if you have the money to buy it, you have the money to do whatever you want with it. What would you
Right.
do with it?
Leave it the way it is.
For what? Just your house?
Open it up. Make an amusement park out of it. There's people out there now. I know there's a lot of people that have like
Isn't
a
that
bad
kind of
thing.
ironic though?
And that's what I was saying. There's probably a lot of people out there like, oh, you know, Michael Jackson,
Whatever
whatever.
happened there,
And say
yeah,
what you want to about
Yeah.
him. None of that shit was proven. I don't care if
Yeah.
it was settled out of court or whatever. It's not like they ever. And even with the latest documentary that guy made all those accusations about, and then it turns out that he got denied by Michael Jackson about all this shit, and so it was just a revenge fucking deal. But I still would open it up the way it was.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I wouldn't have monkeys and giraffes and shit running around because I don't think you can. I don't know, but if you open it up to the public, you could probably turn a revenue on it because I don't think that he was letting everybody in that place.
Yeah.
And to open it up as it is and let people see the way it was, I mean, that's me. If I had the money for it, and
Yeah.
if you tanked it, then it is what it is. It's bad fucking.
I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Because museum will also be like, oh, it's too fucking fancy to be a museum. You have a fucking train outside of your fucking
Right.
door.
I think it'd be cool to own.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There's a lot of cool.
There was a rumor back then that Eminem wanted to buy it. Remember that? Long time ago? No? Maybe I made that up. Don't look it up. I just kidding. I thought that was the rumor, but for Haley, dude. Give it to Haley. Dude, Haley's hot. Have you seen her?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
we going to
she's
hell for
like
this?
22, 23
Oh,
now.
we're good. We're
Yeah, she's
set.
in her early 20s, I believe.
Yeah, but you don't want to fuck with Haley Matters, dude. Dude, imagine if like Eminem would destroy my bars. It would put me in his video. You think this is rap? She's so hot though. Dude, Eminem finally is like, you know what? Enough with the blonde. Like,
Right? She's 25. Or no, what did you just passed it.
Jesus.
She looks just like him.
She's 25.
25, yeah. Does she not look just like him?
December 25th.
Christmas.
Yeah.
That one, go left.
Yeah, all
Left,
the way. Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now that one looks a little doctored
No,
up.
that does not look like her dad.
That one, yeah. Wonder how rich she is.
I wonder if she gets paid after all the songs that her
I
dad has.
would assume so. I would assume he takes very. Is that his only kid?
No, oh no, yeah, it is, huh? But I think didn't he adopt?
I think he adopted.
he adopted his niece, right?
Yeah, some other family member.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is that Whitney Scott?
Haley Jade.
No, there's siblings, Whitney and Whitney Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, and however you pronounce that,
Alina.
Alina Marie.
Marie.
He got enough money, so.
Oh yeah, should be fine. Should be
Yeah, I
just
would
fine.
think so.
Hear about Dr. Dre?
Oh yeah, Dr. Dre, dude. Shout out to Dre, and by that I mean the doctor.
The real
doctor,
one?
The real Dre.
He had a aneurysm.
Brain
Oh,
aneurysm.
no shit. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Is he gonna be all right, B? What have you heard?
I heard that he's doing better, but he did have a brain aneurysm.
Damn.
Yeah, but that
I
he's
didn't know
recovering.
that.
What is a brain aneurysm actually?
I think it's a blood vessel that burst in your.
But that one comes out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, that's what I hear. There's like no warning signs.
Look, I'm driving 2 hours a day. Not a day. Like on the weekends. To fucking.
You're worried about.
I can't be having that
You're
shit.
worried about hypertension.
Yo.
Your brain's all. Guess what, bud?
You ready for this? So I get all my fucking clothes to take. The wife, shout out to the wife, makes me basically, what do you call it? The when you have your meals made. What do they call it? When like fit people get the fucking
The meal prep.
meal prep. Like she meal prep all this food for me. I take it, take some extra pains, whatever the fuck. Guess what your homeboy forgot? Hypertension pills.
Oh.
When I told the wife, she said, I'm driving tomorrow. And I said, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I was stressed out, dude. I was like,
So did she bring him to you, or did
No.
you go the whole week
I
without him?
actually came into town today, and that's the first thing I did. Was,
Took 6 of them.
oh, wait, those are Midol. No, I need other ones.
That's birth control.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
Wow.
holy shit. Like, out of every dude I took, obviously, you take your toothbrush, your paste. I even took soap with me.
Yeah.
Scope. I got fucking floss, everything. And then I just started getting there. I'm like,
When did you realize it?
I was like 10 minutes out from, like, to get there.
Oh, man, no turning back.
I got to the wife, and I'm like, hey, guess what? And she goes, I'm coming in. I'm like, your fucking car will never make it here. Especially when you don't put oil in it. Shout out. But yeah, dude, I was
She's
like,
like, we have vegetable oil in the cupboard. I'll be fine. I'll top it off.
but I was like, damn, dude. But I was freaking out, dude. I told you.
That'd be like me fucking heading up there with no enemas. I'd be
no
I'd be
suppositories?
freaked out, man. I would have just put my ass on the fucking nozzle. The guy unscrewed the fucking.
You won't do it. Just go legs up.
I would do some Cirque du Soleil on that motherfucker. Oh fuck.
Hey, I think we should suck the helium on this. For you guys to know that the 100's still here.
The 100 episode balloons
And
made it
Brian
through the
was like,
weekend.
maybe just keep it there. Just keep buying the other number.
That's a good idea. Actually, if we suck the juice out of half of this
We can
one,
just
we can still leave a one.
and just fold it behind it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know what I've always wanted to there was a movie back in the 90s, and I think Hugh Grant was in it, and I think it was Hugh Grant and this chick that fixed her face. What's her name? She was like this.
One of the Kardashians?
No,
Oh,
I can't remember her name, but anyway, there was a couple. They were gonna get married, and there was a couple kids, three kids. They were doing balloons, and then they
huff the helium?
They huffed the helium, and then they were singing the song of the Alvin and the Chipmunk.
Oh, okay.
Christmas,
Christmas time is here. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. Bring out the lyrics and I'll suck it. Should we do it?
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, sure.
whatever, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
We're here now.
I don't even know. Can I? That's not gonna.
No way. What, you got a knife? Just pull the thing. You can't just pull it out of the. There you go. Now hold it when you pull it.
Oh, thanks.
Don't want it to fly away.
Oh, dude, you should sit on this after your enemy.
Oh yeah, that's a great
And then I'll
one.
be like this.
Have you ever watched those pornos? Where they sit in the chairs?
No.
You never seen that? Look that up, Jamie.
No.
What do I use to be a tiny?
I would just bite it. Just bite it.
Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive. That's your weekly boys!
Oh, that's great. Pull up the lyrics of WAP.
Of what? Oh. Wait. It's all going away.
Well, I can't say the N-word.
Oh, you lost it.
I'm getting dizzy now.
Oh.
Maybe I should might as well give me the tank and just be like, it's your weekly boys.
just fill up the whole room with helium.
I wonder how long we could do that before it was like not safe to huff helium. Because I don't think you're supposed to do that on a regular basis.
Justin, so I don't think you're supposed to do that with hypertension.
Yeah. You took your pill, right?
I did.
What is it that everybody huffs? Those whippets? What's in that? It's not helium. It's because I used to do a lot of those back in the day.
Not whip it good?
No, they'll put you in outer space for about 5 or 10 seconds.
Whippets. I don't know what that is. A whip it and shake. Beat it up. Oh, dude. I've been checking my own oil every night, dude. And by that, I mean whacking it. Oh,
those, man. Remember Steve-O? Remember that shit?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Steve-O was fucking way fucked up off those.
Fucked up on them.
That's not going to stay down.
But what was it,
Nitrous oxide.
Oof.
That's what was in it.
Yo, but
That's right.
but that doesn't that fucks you up, right? That doesn't make you you talk funny.
That fucks you up. No, it makes you talk really fucking deep.
Oh, let's do it.
I remember I used to have some of these for some shoes I had back in the day.
Shoes?
Yeah, those Shaq Insta Pumps. It was right after everybody had the little pump.
The
Like
regular
John Cena
Reebok,
ones?
the
And
Reebok pumps.
Like the
Yeah,
John
it had
Cena?
Insta Pump, and it had like a little thing. You shoot it in there, and it had nitrous, and
It would just fill it full of
Fill it
air and
full
make
of
it
air real
tight.
fast, yeah.
Really? No, we used to buy those, and I had a friend that had a large one that you could crack 3 or 4 of those in. So you would just bite onto it and just suck it and just get
Damage your
fucking
organs?
lit. Oh yeah, it's bad.
Oh,
bad,
goddamn,
bad,
really?
dude.
Have you seen how fucked up Steve-O's voice is?
Yeah.
When you listen to it on a podcast, you're like, ugh.
Go back up where it says.
I don't know if I'm freaking out, but
Keep going up. Keep going up. No, you're going the wrong way. Sorry, bud. Go back to the front where it said what it could damage. You said your
organs.
organs,
as mentioned, under the right circumstances with long-term use.
including brain, lung, heart, kidney, and liver damage. Damn. No wonder I have Crohn's disease.
Those things still working for you?
What?
Your edemas? Edema, whatever.
Suppositories?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're doing good.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing better.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I have a doctor's appointment on the 23rd that I'll go and we'll sit down and talk about all our findings, my colonoscopy, and kind of the game plan for what's next. So
What did they do? What did they do? You're like Ryan Dunn from Jackass. They give you a car, a little toy car. They're like, we found this.
we found this. It was a koozie from the fucking other side of the Beehive. Here you go, Ryan Dunkelman.
It was a whole balloon. It was shoved in there.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, should we get out of here?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. This has been episode 101 from the other side of the Beehive.
Yes.
Brian, why don't you tell people where they can find you? Let's start doing that.
You can find me on twitch.tv/DJ Badboy Brian. Make sure you follow that page. Make sure that notification bell.
So you said that when people chat in your rooms, it helps you?
Uh-huh.
How?
It helps me move to the next level of being able to monetize my Twitch page.
What's that thing that I... Have you seen those chats? Mm-hmm. Some people have some badass...
Emotes.
That's what I remember. I was saying that when I went in there, I was like, well, I don't have any of these cool emojis, and everybody's flashing all this cool shit. I'm like, yeah, hit it, DJ.
Or like I one is like... But there was one that, because I was like, where do I find those? And there was one that I pressed, and it said plus 50. What is that? I'm like, did I just give him $50? Because I need to change my shit from savings into check-in.
On Twitch, you can get channel points, and depending on whose page you're on, you can use those channel points to make that person do just whatever. Some people
Like donkey shows and shit? Is that
not really like that, but like, take a shot, and you spend 250, channel points, and you get for watching, you get points as you watch for so many minutes.
But you can make money. You make money off this thing, right?
Yeah, you can. People can send you biddies.
Titties?
Biddies.
Let's start
biddies.
DJing, dude.
Yeah,
Shout out,
biddies.
look for us on Twitch, the other side of the Beehive.
It's not a lot of money, but if you get a lot of people to send you a lot of biddies, 100 biddies is like $1.
Oh, okay.
But if you get,
I'm starting to feel weird. I think it's because I inhaled that thing.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. If you sucked it hard enough.
but the real
I know how to.
the real money to be made is on subscriptions. That's where you get the emotes. Is people put their emotes up, you subscribe to their channel, then you get to use the emotes that are part of their subscription. Those are the channel subscriptions are $5 a month. If you get 100 people to subscribe every month, that's $500 in your pocket.
But where does that money come from?
People.
Yeah, but I subscribed and I didn't pay any money. Huh? Do I not have like a
No, you might have
subscription?
followed, but you might not have subscribed because when
okay. So it does cost money to subscribe
it costs
on Twitch.
$4.99. And I just barely got to the point where I could have subscriptions. So
There's MMA fighters out there like Demetrius Johnson and Sean O'Malley and a couple other guys who get on Twitch and they
Sean O'Malley's the one with the funny hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They play video games and they say they make more money doing Twitch
That's
than
what
they
Ronda
do
Rousey's
fighting.
That's what Ronda Rousey's doing.
She plays video games?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of the wrestlers that do the same thing. They just get on there and play games. And
So
they make
people
more
just watch them play a video game?
Yeah. That's the stupidest thing. Yo, when so the guys from the basement yard,
Yeah.
Frankie,
Yeah.
he does that. His brother,
okay.
they do that. But when the kids were still living with us, they would get together and go into YouTube and just watch people play video games. And I remember thinking, this is the stupidest thing.
I still think that's the stupidest thing.
But they're making a shit ton of money.
Yeah. You can
Wow.
you get 300 people watching you. There's other ways to monetize that. Like you can put ad breaks.
Can we put this podcast on Twitch?
Yes.
What the fuck?
We are on Twitch.
No, you're not.
No,
You're on YouTube.
We're on Spotify.
Yeah, you're
So
on,
we would do it live
you would do it live
on Twitch.
on Twitch.
Get some people to subscribe to it, and then we could make money that way.
And you guys could talk and make money, and you could put, if you had 300 people watching, you get you could do an ad break for 60 seconds and you get $1 per person. So you could just hit an ad break in the middle of and get $300 if you had 300 people watching.
Why I never heard of that with podcasts though.
There's so many fucking things we haven't explored yet, though.
I know. I see
so many things.
What's the fucking
whole
other
new
thing?
world.
We've talked about it on this.
Patreon?
No, not the Patreon. The other fucking thing. Our fucking boy Brian just released a video on it.
Oh, TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Nuh-uh.
He posted on his story. It's pretty cool. His dog is there.
I want that sign. That sign he's got in that video. You didn't see that sign?
Oh yeah, the light.
Yeah. Anyway,
That way we fucking tell people, hey, it's time for you
Shut
guys
up.
to shut the fuck up.
play your bongo drums out there.
The queen bees are here.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we go, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors. What you pulling out, Brian? From Scratch. If you want fresh made meals, no one's better than From Scratch.
62 East Gallivan Avenue, Salt Lake City, Utah. Reservations or takeout, 801-961-9000.
And also Soda Bean. Great food, better drinks, and the best people. Soda Bean in West Jordan.
That'd be 2273 West, 7800 South in West Jordan, Utah.
If you support this podcast, you support our sponsors. Therefore, their sponsors support us. And this is how the cookie crumbles. Get it?
I love it.
They got cookies.
Yeah. Oh, they do have cookies, huh?
See what I'm saying? Anyway, anything else? You fucking pieces of meat?
Jesus.
Like sexy meat, though.
God damn, Ryan.
Like kielbasa, you wish.
Chill out there, bud.
Anyway, until next time, take care of yourselves out there. And we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.